Hi everyone, welcome back to another podcast episode. So today Chris and I are going to chat a bit about why high touch mentorships work so much better and more effectively than the cookie cutter, watch this course type of mentorship. So we're going to explain a little bit more about why accountability is important, support, and also more of a personalized approach.
Yeah, this one we're truly passionate about because we've had so many people joining our mentorship, right? And I'm not saying we're the fucking best or blah, I don't care, right? We've had so many people join our mentorship and say things like, I put $6,000 down and all I got was a video library of stuff to watch. Now that'll work for 1% of coaches out there who are just super highly driven and they've already got a bit of something about them business-wise and they just need nuggets from those videos, right? I'm not going to say it doesn't because it works for a very select few people, but they can do it because they've seen it happen, right? But what we found is the other 99% need actual real fucking coaching.
Yeah.
A big blend of things. They need the training videos as well because learning is always good, but they also need coaching from, in our case, two guys that have fucking been doing it for many, many years and been through so many different mentorships, so many experiences on our own, boot camps, gyms, one-to-one PT, gym managers, working with one of the biggest gyms in the UK, going round teaching business to new PTs. The experience we've got behind us is fucking massive. So for us, we're going to talk about the difference between that style of mentorship and the style that we like to run, and only a very few selective other mentors will actually run it as well.
Yeah. I think if you think, and some of you guys that have been part of mentorships before, you'll probably relate to this, is what will typically happen with other mentorships is you'll show interest, and any sort of interest that you do show, let's say you act on it or not, you will get absolutely bombarded with, hey, are you still interested in this? Hey, are you still interested? Let's get on this call. Let's get on this call. Let's do this thing, right? And what will happen is, let's say you do decide to go on the call. So you'll usually go on the call with someone who's, so you'll speak to the setter, then you'll get on the call with the kind of salesperson. The salesperson's role is they're based on commission. They want to get you closed and signed up so they can get paid, right? They do not really give a fuck what happens after that, right? So they are basically primed to go through scripts, focus on the pain points, which is typical selling. I don't have a problem with that. But then they don't really care if you get the results or not. So they're going to do these high promises. They usually ask for 6K, 7K up front. And they'll say that if you don't make your money back in 12 months, we'll give you your money back, sort of thing. But then they have this really specific criteria, like, oh, you missed this post, or you didn't post consistently with this, so we can't give your money back. And it's just very false. It's not very honest. They don't really care what your niche is. They don't really care if you're successful or not. You sign the commitment, you get in the group. Maybe the first month's okay because the strategies, you've already got a warm audience. You get a couple sales the first month, you think this is great. Every month after that, you start to understand, actually, this doesn't work. You know, they pushed me down this avenue. I don't really like talking about this stuff. I don't have a passion for this. The content I'm posting is not me. The way they're asking me to post isn't how I speak. We say that all the time. People, you know, mentorships who clearly follow a specific type of post, and we're like, we've seen this person before. They don't speak like that. They don't talk like that. So what that then does is it allows people to basically get a lot of resentment for their business. They start to stop enjoying it. They start struggling to maybe get clients. A lot of fear goes in. They've spent a lot of their savings on this. Maybe they put on a credit card, and it becomes a whole big issue. So that's what you don't want to do. And I'm not saying, you know, some people might want to do that. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but that's what typically happens for most people. These are usually the bigger, kind of more flagship mentorships that have done it for a long time. They just want to get as many numbers as they possibly can.
Yeah, well, I've got mates, obviously, who's been like, I worked in Pure Gym with them years ago, and they've been in different mentorships. One of them in particular, he was in a mentorship that helped him run ads, but he was in this Facebook group. You might relate to this. You might have been in this group. I'm not going to mention it because that doesn't matter, but you know what I'm talking about. So he was trying to make this ad through watching a video. Now, by the time this video was recorded by the mentor, the ad platform had changed because it changed all the time. But this is way back. So some of the stuff wasn't there. So he was asking me, and I was like, why are you not asking? I don't mind helping them, obviously, but I'm like, why are you not asking your mentor? And he's like, well, I did 3 days ago in the Facebook group because that's the only contact I get. Nobody get back to him by that point. So then I jumped on a Zoom, got him to share his screen, and I helped him fix the problem on ads. And I'm like, that's only one case. He was then in another mentorship, and then he's asking me more stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking hell, man, just join us.
Yeah.
Good, no, that just feels good when it's your pal. But
Yeah.
so that's just one example of somebody that I know who's been in 2 different ones and still been asking me for things.
Yep.
Which I'm like, that's just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Imagine being in a Facebook group and that's the only contact you get with anybody, and you ask a question and 3 days later, nobody's get back to you. I just find that fucking alarming.
Yeah.
Like, so strange. So let's touch on it doesn't even have to be our mentorship, but what do we believe is a good, like, what's a good
process
structure for coaches who do need more coaching, mate? What does that look like on a sort of weekly basis?
Yeah.
What sort of things are in place so that they do get touch points, they do get seen, heard? Is it audits? Is it practice sales calls? All these things. Let's touch on a few of the key ones that you would be like, that'll fucking help.
Yeah, I think the first thing I'll touch on with that as well is like what we would do in our kind of onboarding process. So if Chris and I are looking to qualify the right person, first of all, Chris and I, we do have Callum, Georgia, Paul. We've got other people that are really, really experienced that can help with the CRM or social media management, other things as well. So Chris and I, we do a lot of the coaching, but we do have people that can complement us on our weak points. But I think the first thing we're looking at is if we're working with someone for minimum the next 12 months, first of all, do we like them?
Right, it's massive.
Like, do we actually want to work with this person for 12 months? Do we agree with them? Do we like who they're trying to help? Do we believe that they're going to work hard?
Yeah.
Do we believe that this is someone that's going to fit our community? Do we believe this is someone who's kind and helpful and honest? That's the first thing we're looking for. So what we try and do prior to signing people up and selling to them is we ask them questions. So we qualify them, we have conversations, we probably watch how they react in the free groups and things as well. Are they listening to the podcast? Are they actioning the things we're giving them for free? Yeah. That's usually a good sign if they do, that they're definitely going to do it when they pay for it. And then from that as well, we then have a call with them. And on that call, we're basically looking to find out, does this person have a real passion for the people they're trying to help?
Yep.
Are they someone, like I've said, people that we like and want to work with? Because we work with a kind of specific type of person, and we do kind of cap the numbers. We don't work with just anyone and bring anyone on who has money. We really are very specific about who we bring on. Sometimes we make mistakes and we say, look, we're going to give your money back and let you go because you're not the type of person we want to help.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Just should be nice.
So basically our whole process is thorough. Like, we actually spend time because we genuinely care, and we want to, and our results are definitely better than, I'd say, all the mentorships out there based on how many people we bring in versus how many people get the results.
Yes.
And the reason that is because we do have a very good qualifying process. So just a quick insight into what we do first with people is, the first thing we chat about is your niche going to stand out? So not, have you got 6K you can pay us, because we don't give a fuck what happens next. It's, have you got a niche that's actually going to work? If the answer is no, we need to help you get that. So we've got different processes we go through, questions we ask to help them stand out. Then from there, we then make sure the Instagram and the content matches that. Not that we get people to post every day and message loads of people, but it's important if you're running ads as well to have an active Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Then from there, what we do is we make sure it's all branded, get a mission statement that relates to you and specifically goes to the type of person you help. And then we basically build your first kind of 90-day plan of, what is this going to look like? How many sales are we looking for? What ads are we going to run? How can we build systems and things to save you time? Because a lot of people we work with have full-time jobs. They want to do this full-time. So we go through a really, really detailed process so you can have a plan that is 100% built around you and your life at the moment. You might have kids, you might have a full-time job, you might live in a different country. Like, is this plan going to work for you? That's really important to us, and that's usually why our clients get such good results. And then on Chris's point before, then what it looks like is the touch points. So you can have calls with us, we've got group calls, we have great discussions, we've got Callum, who does practice sales calls with the guys, Georgia, who can do, audits, Paul can help you build your systems. Like, it's fucking brilliant. Like, the actual service we give is unbelievable.
Yep.
And this is why most people stay year on year.
Yeah. It's the communication's the biggest part. Like, you can communicate with us anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to get back to you on a Friday night at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not that I do it. I'm a pure boring dad with 2 kids and I'm in my bed at 8:30. But if my phone's not up at that point, I'm not going to fucking look at it. I'm
Yeah.
going to get back to it. But like the main things there, right, is the communication on the group calls, but also the opportunity to do the 90-day plans, which are very detailed just for you, because it's just you and Josh on the call, or me and you on the call, and we're literally building your 90 days. Then you've got the opportunity to speak to us like on a one-to-one call every week if you need it. Some coaches take it weekly, some don't. That's up to them. Again, it's open, it's there. So, and then just the daily communication between the group and ourselves is huge.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how many coaches straight away just go, this is so much different from that other mentorship I was in.
Yeah.
Because we're actually coaching, because that's the whole point. Like I said, that video approach will work for a very, very, very small, particular type of person. Very rarely. Like, most coaches need coached. It's and some of the things that you'll be thinking about is like, these will be the most relatable things in your head. You're trying to come up with ideas to grow your business in some way. There's zero clarity there. Should I run this type of ad? Should I run an Instagram only ad? Should I run a Facebook ad as well? Do I even need my Facebook? Should I use TikTok? What sort of niche should I be talking? You don't have any clarity, and you don't have anybody to kind of be on your side and go, listen, we decided here, we'll go X, Y, and Z. We build the business around you. So when you don't have that, you're just left and you'll procrastinate through fear, no clarity. And then before you know it, you're just still sitting in the exact same place 2 years later.
Yeah. And I think the thing Chris and I are most proud of it in terms of like our business is whether you stay for the initial 12 months or you stay for another year beyond that, let's say you do 2 years and then you move on, you leave our mentorship with systems, automations pre-built that run your business back end for you, knowing how to run ads, knowing how to work from ads because you've been learning from us. You'll have probably a free group where you've got 1,000+ people, you've got emails that you're constantly speaking to, you've got a business where people pay on time, pay monthly, you've got offers that work really well, you've got a solid business with assets that run with you and help you. The problem with a lot of, and we speak to people every single week who join our free group initially, and they say, oh, I've finished up with this mentorship and I'm obviously down $6,000, but in order for me to make this money back, I need to DM 500 people a day. I need to be posting, stories constantly. I need to be doing all this stuff. And it's like, they've not actually done anything to help you for the long term. They've actually just thought, what's going to help us get this client on board, get their money initially, and then we're basically just going to fuck them. We're trying to get you in a position so that, first of all, you're going to do something that you're passionate about and you can do for the next 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 years if you want to. And it's going to be fucking enjoyable. Like Chris and I, like we've said before, we sold our gym business. We had really successful online business. We had a boot camp, hundreds members, loads of stuff going on. Then we started this. We only started this because people kept asking us, how are you guys running this boot camp? How's this gym going so well? Blah, blah, blah. We built this business and kind of capped numbers so that we could have, like, this is the perfect business for us to run. We're chatting about going to Nando's after this. I'm seeing my brother later. Like, we have a great time running this business, and we've built that because that's what we want you guys to do as well.
Yeah, you have to. That's one of the biggest thing when I talk to people in the initial Zoom call. I'll just say to them, like, what kind of business do you want? What's the business you want? Because I think a lot of people got this idea that they need to have it a certain type of way, or this guy said I need to do this guy said I need to do that. I'm like, what kind of business do you want?
Yeah.
And then it's our job to figure out the strategy that's going to make that work for you. 9 times out of 10, that strategy is going to be ads, whether you like it or not, because that can do a lot of the legwork for you. Now, off the back of that, you need to do the hard work as well.
Yeah, you've got to follow up, you've got to have the systems, all of it.
Having the business you want is the best thing. Like Josh said, we've got a lot of freedom in what we do. If Josh said to me tomorrow, me and the missus are going to go to Australia for the month, mate, I'd be like, cool. If you feel like jumping on and doing a few messages here or there, do it. If you don't, fucking cool. See you when you get back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'll take it over, because it's not like, listen, it's hard work running a business, but it's not like, we've never been truly stressed.
No.
Never. And that could be for many different reasons, but we've built a business around like the life we want to have. I've got 4 kids. Yeah. Like, how many holidays? I go 7 holidays a year.
Yeah, I've had some amazing America holidays, Florence this year, loads of great stuff. And we want you guys
boast.
to do the same.
It's not a boast, by the way, because it's not. There's nothing special about it. It's like literally finding the kind of business you want to run and then fucking putting the strategies together to make it work.
Yeah.
That's it. It sounds simple. It's not, but it is really. You just have to have the clarity, and then you work and test the strategies until you find the right way to do it.
Yeah. It's like Mark's a great example. We speak about Mark from time to time as well. Mark was working in a gym, had some clients, kind of struggled to stand out, didn't really have a clear niche who he wanted to help. And we were basically chatting for a while about, what's he passionate about? What's he got in common with people and stuff? So we kind of positioned him as like the LGBT coach. And he was able to help other people similar to himself who maybe found gym environments intimidating, worried about judgment, maybe didn't really fit in with a specific kind of community. And because of ads, Mark, like what we said before, like Mark was one of these people that did struggle to film the videos and do the things. He would never have been a success or been in business. Unfortunately, probably would have just been working 10, 15 clients in Pure Gym if it wasn't for us getting the niche clear and learning the ads. Mark gets about 100 plus leads every month. He just said he made a sale for £1,500 the other day.
Yep.
Like Mark was thinking of selling programs for like 50 quid, 75 quid at the start.
Exactly.
So it just shows that when you've got the right coaching, and I think, testament to Mark as well, because the niche wasn't just like a busy mums or whatever, he was able to be patient, do a bit of testing. We ran different ads, we did videos, we did images, we found the kind of thing that worked. But he loves it. And I think that's so fulfilling for Chris and I. Like, if we look at all of our coaches that we work with right now, they're all kind of specialists in their own right. They all love their business. Yes, there's times there it's difficult, but that's the fulfilling bit for us, that if they ever decide to move on, most of them don't, because, if you've doubled your business, tripled your business, you want to stay. But they know exactly what to fucking do. We've installed the confidence, the skill set, the belief into being able to do this long term, not just go watch these videos, do what we think's right. Best of luck.
You missed the Q and the A and the plus after LGBT.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
And by the way, the ads for that are just, this community just loves colourful ads.
Yeah.
Literally seeing I'm making new ads, I'm like, just make as much colour as possible.
Works every time.
Stick a massive LGBTQ on it and put a wee result on it and give some nice copy that they want to read. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Mark fucking loves it as well. Yeah. That's probably the biggest change I've ever seen from like somebody who, he'll admit this himself, is lacking a lot of the skills required to take a business from where he was there to where he is now. Yeah. And now it's just huge. His whole life's changed. Like he's not in the gym anymore, obviously, like in terms of the gym group he was in. He wasn't enjoying it back then. He was making about $1,000 a month. Yeah. Now he's doing like 7-8K months.
Do you know the way I would frame it as well is, I don't think of the coaches we work with, Mark's a perfect example. There's not another single mentorship who would have had the patience, who would have been as hands-on and really helpful, that would have got him anywhere near that. So I think that's the thing that we want to try and get across to people, is we want to connect. Like, most of the people that watch this or listen to this may not be the right fit for us. Yeah. But what we want to do is we want to find the 5% or something who relates to what we're talking about, who is struggling, who's maybe making good money already, but wants the freedom, is starting a family, wants to have some holidays, wants to move out of their parents' house, or, whatever the situation is, and knows that they've not got the skill set to do it alone. Like, it's great that I love speaking to people. I had a sales call yesterday with someone. I said they weren't a good fit because based on the fact that they're not ready yet. They're not in a position where they're ready to invest.
Mindset-wise as well.
Mindset-wise. So we want to make sure that there's never really a right time to start something. You're never really going to feel 100% ready, but we'll only take a chance on people that we genuinely believe have what it takes.
Yeah, well, that guy's mind wasn't open enough yet to the strategies we were talking about and stuff like that, because he kind of does wee bits of that himself just now. So where he was at right now, he couldn't see... He thought his business was in an amazing place, which it's in a decent place, but he wasn't ready to go, I'm ready to take another massive leap in the business at that point. So it's not that he wasn't a good fit, it's just that at this point in time.
Timing. Could be timing.
Again, sales is about timing, like we said earlier. So it just fits into that category, really. Yeah.
So I hope that's been helpful, because we actually get messages all the time from people saying, I'd love to know more about what you guys do inside the group. We're trying to really share more and more, because the stuff that goes on internally, like, it's amazing and we love it. We obviously want to be a little bit secretive, because we don't want to give all of our ad secrets and things away, but the community is awesome. The group's great, but hopefully this has been a good way of getting an insight for you guys as well, who have been asking these questions about how does this work? How are you guys different? All these things. Like we're never going to try and convince anyone to join us. Like most of the time we'll turn people away. The reason we're doing this is specifically try and find the people who we do want to work with that aren't dickheads, that we can work with for the next 12 months, 24 months, who want to live a life on their terms, build an awesome business for their family, and do what we do. Like literally do what we do. Not in the sense of, business coaching, but in the sense of running a business that you want to wake up in the morning, you want to open your phone, you want to go on the laptop, you want to make podcasts and stuff. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed that. If you want to action on this, we always want to chat to more people who resonate with what we talk about. Message me on WhatsApp. Most of you probably have my number at this point. Say the word specialist. If you've got Chris's number, do the same to him, anyone else in our team. That'll mean that we can then go through the qualifying process. We'll ask you a series of questions that will tell us more about, are you actually someone who's serious about this? If you are, we'll jump on a call, we'll go through our usual process, and hopefully you could be our next success story.